Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us this week. It has been a little bit hectic on our end, but we're here for this late night edition of D&D. If you're watching this, it may not be late night for you, but it's a different time for us, and hopefully that won't deter us in our adventuring. Yes, I am your humble DM, and these are our players. And I suppose we'll
Right.
start off with a quick recap. Last time, the party, following an explosive, universe-shattering transportation, found themselves in an astral fighting arena where they went toe-to-toe with a number of pirates, one of whom was turned into a figurine, which I believe Theodis is now in possession of.
That's my amiibo.
Feed him to the snake.
He's just like a toy.
Yes, and I believe you are able to talk with your snake, finally.
Oh yeah, I can talk with Leo now.
Yeah. And you manage to find yourself in a desert plain, or on the beach near the start of a desert called the Plain of Sighing Stones, I believe, where there are low moaning stone protrusions and just endless desert. And Strahd has set up camp in a tent, a very nicely decorated tent. And over the course of conversation and everyone getting to know each other, including your newfound kobold companion, Copernicus, who tells you that he's from the Outlands in the city of Cursed, Blake Sunny challenges Strahd to a game of baseball. And all of the sort of materials that you would need in order to play are conjured by the vampire lord himself. And you all step outside of the tent area where you were, and you have your uniforms on, obviously. And Strahd, he carries a large tome with him as he comes outside with the group of you, and sort of opens it and begins flipping through the pages, and begins incantation and enchantment while reading this book. And a baseball field is summoned, complete with 2 stands of ghosts and spotlights and an organ player, who is sort of a skeletal figure playing organ music, which we have.
Oh, give me a sec. I got it.
Yes, if that is
I was
thing.
going to cue it at the appropriate time.
Yes. This is the appropriate time. The music shoots up, or begins playing as the spotlights shoot up over. You are able to see that the umpire is a floating beholder with an umpire's hat, whose eyes look paranoidly about the
He sees
field.
everything. All of his eyes going in all the different directions.
Yeah. And that Strahd, in addition, flips to a different page, snaps his fingers, and 10 plus skeletons appear on each team with little hats on. Because logistically, there's no way that you can have a baseball game like with 3 people.
We were gonna make it happen.
If you all ended up on the bases, there would be no one to hit. So Strahd summons 10 skeletons per team with baseball hats in the appropriate color. And he says it will all be fair, this game.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Because I'm on his team, and I'm like, it doesn't have to be fair, bud. That's 17.
Yeah, your insight check is high enough that you don't sense any duplicity in his voice. Something of like a smugness carries even in his even in this admission.
We're gonna get his ass.
And
Hey, you go
yes,
fuck yourself. You're gonna get crushed. All right.
Gonna
Alright.
give it a try. We
Alright,
have
Featherbrains.
Copernicus.
You and Buckethead are going
The-
down.
The beholder says we're playing according to Sigil rules.
Oh boy, I fucking grabbed some dirt and rub it into my cheeks.
All magic on the field is appropriate, but no instant death curses.
Instant, you say?
And once you're down, you're down. End of the play. If you continue playing after the play's over, I'll disintegrate you.
Fair.
And
Cool.
Strahd looks over to Blake Sunny and he says, "Call it."
Tails.
What? Jesus, I have to flip it again.
That's fair.
And it is tails.
Yeah, baby. She's already going for a high five with Cedric.
Do you choose to take offense or defense first?
I think they're called home and away in baseball.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have a really strong defense, so I feel like we're gonna need that next. Shut up. We're gonna be. Yeah, let's start offense. Let's do it.
Oh,
Okay, you will begin at bat. The umpire tells you that the game will be broken up into 6 innings. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 outs, and that's it. So yes, let me see, raise the stakes is first, and then Bloody Murder Strahd's team comes up next. It will be the case that unless all of the main PC characters are at the base, then they'll continue to go. I guess that you can defer to the skeletons if you want.
No.
But
Well, I mean, I line up the skeletons. I'm like, all right, boys, we've been training a long time for this. Today's the day.
They nod.
We're gonna crush those stakes into the ground. We're gonna use them as the foundation upon which this team will be built.
They begin shaking their little ribs, clink, 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 like xylophones.
All right. All right.
Cool.
Skelly, first base. Belly, second base. Bones, third base. Knuckles, outfield. Toe Bones, catcher. I'm just like throwing people out onto the field.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the
What
outfield.
position
bones.
Are you going to be like the shortstop Bast, or are you going to take outfield?
I'll go for the outfield.
Okay. Cool. So,
Okay, cool.
Theodis, you're going to be our catcher,
Theodis, what do you want to
Well-
do?
or yeah, what do you want to do?
You
I
could,
don't know how to play.
you could here. Stand here and throw the ball. Make him pitcher.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, Strahd says that he's taking the pitching post.
Of course,
Oh,
you
He's a
get.
bit
Of
pushy.
course, you
about
get
it.
the most fun.
Fuck.
Of course, you get the most fun position in the game. All right.
it's sacred weapon time.
I don't
They
give.
can
Where
start
should
a
I
pitching
go
off by
best?
time.
It's
All
a
right.
turn the unholy.
Stand there and catch the ball. Throw it
Yeah.
at any skeleton who hits the ball.
Anyone who calls for it.
Cool.
Throw it at
Yeah,
the
you're given-
skeletons.
You're given a sort of a mask, a catcher's mask.
Yeah. If you have the
Um,
ball and there's a skeleton running to a base, you throw it as hard as you can and you destroy their skull, shatter their skull.
You can see that there are like spikes protruding out of your catcher's mask.
Otherwise, maybe throw it to the person that they're running towards.
Cool.
Okay.
So in
Look,
the
Sigil
race of
rules.
stakes battle-
Sigil rules, kid. If they don't make it to the base,
Sigil.
they don't make it to the base. It doesn't matter how you, if that's by them getting touched by an out or they're dead by the time they make it to the next base. Like it's Sigil rules.
Yeah, and snaring
Sigil
strikes
rules.
and stuff like that. All part of it.
No crying in baseball. Cool. So in
There
our
is
huddle,
no crying in baseball.
Blake is going to break open her green elemental gem. I think it's the air one. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Summoning my air elemental to the field, and
Oh,
Blake is going to command
fuck.
it to make sure that all the balls she hits stay as far away from the fucking our yeah. Let's say all the balls that we hit have either got to be home runs and stop anyone trying to catch them. You know, it's an air elemental. It's got to give us a little bit of help.
Interesting. Yeah, there is not much wind carrying on the beach now. I will pull up the air elemental sheet.
Cool, and I will remove that from my inventory because I no longer have it. But yeah, she just pulls out this blue gem you've never seen her have before and just cracks it open.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah. So the plan is we fuck them up. What can Copernicus do? Copernicus, baby.
Copernicus says that he is a sorcerer, but he needs a magical focus.
The kobold.
Yeah,
Good for
that he's
him.
been trained in the art of sorcery. That he was born with sorcerer's powers and taught how to control it.
Oh damn.
It has occult upbringing. He was a dragon
Nice.
cultist, yeah, an evoker.
Can this focus be anything? Really?
I just need something that can channel magical energy.
Oh.
Can I hand him my my palo, my symbol of palo? Can he
That
use that?
is your
You will need-
focus, I believe.
yeah.
You
Can he
can't
use
give
it?
someone else your.
Or-
It's like your mantra. You
okay.
can't give someone else your mantra.
Okay, fair enough.
Fuck! I gave all the loot to everyone else because I'm nice.
If you just have,
Copernicus
like,
says,
a
I mean, I
glass
could still just.
crystal
I mean,
orb.
it's still just a game, right?
She's gonna fucking.
And you
Blake
he
is
say
going to
he,
grab him by the shirt. Say that again.
he says it's just a game, and the camera looks over his shoulder to me in front of our team, and I'm cracking
Right.
my knuckles
Yeah.
and greasing
The-
up my fucking muscles.
The skeletons have put on war paint, right?
I have something. I have a
They're
symbol of the
marching
wind.
about, and they're also sort of doing drills, throwing.
And
practicing.
I'm gathering all the skeletons together, going red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum.
I'm doing the T-ball classic where you see the little kid playing with grass randomly in the field.
You have your
Bending.
mitt on your head.
Yeah.
I actually have something for Copernicus, though.
Do you?
Symbol of the wind. Because I'm windborn. I can just give him that.
Mm.
I can imagine it's just a pendant with 2 wings on it.
Oh boy, my food's here.
That's-
I'll be right back.
Something that you have on you?
That is, in fact, one of my background things. So, I can
Oh.
just give that to him.
Mm-hmm.
And be here, this is super magical, okay? My mom gave it to me.
He
You good?
holds it in his hand, and immediately there's sort of just a burst of fire. He says, I think this will work. And he
Wow.
conjures a flaming mage hand that he kind of suffuses into his mitt and says, yeah, I think I can do this.
I like this dude. Don't you love him, Cedric?
He seems pretty cool so far.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But Blake, I need some help with deciding something.
Oh? What's up,
Yeah,
dude?
I've got a good spell I can use. I don't know. Should I go for? I can make the bat sacred, or I can, maybe try and mess with the players, the enemy players on the pitch, or the skeletons.
Oh,
because they're undead.
Wait, no, we're gonna have halftime. So while we're on offense, that defense.
I can only
Left
choose one, unless I have a short rest.
Is halftime gonna count as a short rest?
Probably won't be long enough. I don't know
Fair
if you've
enough.
ever played sports, but it doesn't feel very long.
So I'm gonna choose one.
You're
You've
on
got
strong
30
enough.
foot
and blue,
around.
dude.
I'm pretty strong. It gives
Exactly.
me 4+ to hit, so. Also, we'll blind Strahd as well. That's another good thing.
And like more accuracy for hitting the actual ball is gonna be big.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that one.
Yeah, fair enough. That's more the baseball choice. The rest is like
Yeah.
kind of cheating choice.
Yeah, they just
halftime
can't be
comes
near
around-
me.
Yeah. If halftime comes around and we're losing, I have an out, but like I don't want to go for it because it's
Okay.
like against the spirit of baseball. It will be a character moment.
The spirit. The
This is,
spirit
are we
of
still
baseball.
this is our little huddle here. We're still like all
Yeah,
all
we're,
huddled.
just,
Yeah.
we're deciding a
Discussing.
ton.
Pernigus is like, this is my first time playing, so I probably shouldn't come up with the chant.
I think we should just raise the stakes. Like,
I was thinking the same thing.
raise the stakes. Like in Buffy.
And you can see that the audience is made up of 2 or 3 rows of ghosts in the stands. And they seem to be eating popcorn and conversing among each other. They're dressed in old-timey Victorian dresses and suits. Some of them
my
have
God.
top hats,
Yikes.
monocles.
Is it time for a
Dead crowd.
divine sense? That was disgusting. Just get overloaded.
You could make a religion check or an arcana check if you wanted.
While we have like a moment as well, Blake is going to approach Theodos while he's playing in the field.
Yeah. Theodos is kind of in his own space. You can see Strahd pensively brooding about the field and throwing the ball. He actually throws it through one of the skeletons. You can see he pops it and the skeleton just disappears into a pile of bones.
Oh,
But yeah, you come up to Theodos, Blake.
Hey, buddy.
Theodos is crouched down, picking at some grass. He looks up. Hey.
So, you know how that tincture he offers controls vampires?
The what does the who now?
If we win, we get something that
yes,
controls any vampire.
The game is on a gambit. If Strahd wins, Blake Sunny gives up her weapon, and if Blake Sunny wins, Strahd has offered her a tincture, a potion, which will allow her to control any vampire.
Whoa.
That's what he says.
See,
I remember now, yeah.
I don't know if I should use it. Oh no, what I want to do is I want
But
to
it-
offer it to Theodos. If he throws. But at the same time, Blake wouldn't do that. Like, this is totally, like, David thinking this.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back.
That's chill.
It's totally fun.
Yeah, Blake's just gonna be, like, on the fence about it. And just be like,
What's
If I could
happening?
have something like that, I don't know what I'd do with it.
What's happening?
Like,
Blake has come up to Theodos, who is sort of spaced out in his own world. Cedric, your religion check doesn't tell you very much other than that these are real ghosts. They are undead, but they're neither good nor evil.
Wow, having some classic paladin morality conflict. Must kill all undead. And I'll see Blake talking to my pitcher. I'm like, hey, can I help you, bud? What's up,
Your catcher.
catcher? What's up, bud? Can I help you?
what
I'm
do you
talking
think
to the
about
talent.
that controls all the vampires? Because that sounds fucked up to me. I don't like it.
Wait, what?
You know, what happens when we win? He's gonna give us that potion that controls vampires. I don't like it.
I didn't hear that.
Oh yes, those were the stakes of the bet. If Strahd's team wins, he has he said that he's going to take Blake Sunny's weapon. And if Blake Sunny wins, then he will offer in return tincture that allows that would allow them to control vampires. Though Strahd would say to Bast and Theodos that you would be rewarded or given some kind of boon if you obviously won on his team.
Look, I don't give a shit. I love this game. I'm here to play ball, man.
No. It's the control bit, okay? I thought you'd be on side about this.
Oh,
Mind
no,
control.
don't worry. Like, oh, so we get given a potion. Cool. If you don't want to use it, throw it in the trash. Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, fair enough. Cross that bridge when I come to it.
Yeah, sure.
All right. See you on the other side.
I'll see you in hell.
Fuck you.
Getting
Save
into
me
it.
a speed break.
Strahd sort of comes out of his stupor and says, "That can be arranged."
Oh, I'll just kill my way back out to you. And she'll walk to the fucking pitcher's side. Oh, batter's side. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. Do you use what kind of bat do you use?
What does it give us?
A big one.
Yeah.
A large wood or metal?
I think it would be wood. Like Blake would really like the kind of like wood
A wide
like,
set wooden bat.
texture, yeah.
Almost looks like an axe.
Oh, yeah, exactly, right? It's heavy enough that if you hit a ball with it, like, it will
That's
go.
a great bet.
Yeah. Copernicus
Cool,
can
so
barely use it.
Strahd takes the baseball. He sort of looks out to the field. Everyone is pretty much in position. Theodos, you're behind base. And he
I'm chewing
takes
gum. I don't know where I got it, but I'm chewing it.
Yeah. And he takes a swing. Blake Sunny, what's your passive perception?
Oh, fuck, that's a real question.
10 plus your
Don't-
perception.
Oh, my bad. Passive perception is 14.
14 is high enough that you can tell that Strahd has tossed this fastball, but it is coming right for you.
Nice.
Yeah, what do you do?
I have
Theodos!
changed this then.
Glove
I'm
up!
just
Glove
gonna-
up, Theodos! Glove up!
You have a second to react.
Yeah, I'm gonna whack it. You know, what do I roll?
You
Roll the
cool.
hit.
So you try and pull back and take a swing at it. Go ahead and make your just make an attack roll, I guess.
Using what?
Okay. So,
Or
That
you could
depends on
use
what kind of
like
weapon
a
you're using.
strength athletics check.
I have advantage on that. Nice.
Hmm.
Cool. I also have advantage on dexterity, just in case.
Wait, you
it
have
comes up.
advantage on our athletics checks while you're not raging?
I'm gonna be raging. It's baseball.
Oh. You seem pretty calm.
Sorry, IRL. David's gonna start screaming. Get in a character.
The Roy.
Now, keep in mind, you need to be like taking damage and dealing damage to maintain your rage. You can't just stay in rage.
You need to be running towards an enemy, and I think running towards the next base is gonna be doing it. 19?
My enemy.
Is 19 your final?
9. Yeah, 19 is my final.
Okay, so you swing it, and the ball hits you right in the face. It does
God
10
damn.
points of bludgeoning damage. And you're knocked prone.
Fuck.
And Strahd smiles and says, "Base."
Doesn't that count as a bunt?
It
Since
could.
I get to
Well,
run anyway.
We said base.
Yeah.
So you get to take the base.
You go to first.
Nice, cool. Like Blake will
I come
go
over
to
and like
first.
help you out.
I'll jog up to
She's already up.
I'll jog up to Strahd from the outfield and be sir, what the fuck?
And he says she's the best hope that they have.
Oh, got it.
In their game, in that part of their game. So we keep her on base.
Got it. Sorry. I can't keep up with your big brain tactics, sir. I'll get back to my outfield.
Okay, and while I'm on base, I'm gonna get my air elemental to lift me so I can glide to my next one when the time comes.
Interesting. You think that you may be able to pull some kind of maneuver like that, or you think that you may be able to attempt to steal the base. The vampire lord peeks over his shoulder, and the beholder floats over the field. He calls
not
out
gonna-
base.
Yeah, I'm on base. It's cool. Like,
No, I'm not sure if that's what they call it, but whatever they call it.
Look, none of us. I don't think any of us are super big baseball aficionados.
No.
We're gonna look like,
My dad would
we're gonna
be
look
able
like
to tell me.
goddamn nerds to anyone who
I
watches
look
this
like-
who cares about baseball. So,
Fair enough. Yeah,
so just
I
make it
enjoy
all
that.
up. You get to make up every single rule.
it's Sigil rules. So whatever they call it in Sigil, is what it will be called. So who comes up next for Blake's team? Cedric, do you go next or do you defer to Copernicus?
I'll defer.
Okay, so Copernicus comes up next, and he's got a metal bat, a golden metal bat, and he's a little bit nervous. And
Imagine it's bigger than he is.
it's probably at least as big as him, and he casts a chill touch, and the bat turns to frost, and he says, "Oh, okay." He steps up, and Strahd shoots. Yeah, he shoots it straight down the middle, and it doesn't look like it's a terribly fast pitch. And Copernicus sort of sees it coming pretty well effectively. And let me just 1 second. And Copernicus hits a crack into the outfield.
I crouch. I'm running. I'm looking at the ball. It doesn't matter how high it is. If it's like within a 40-foot fucking ceiling of me, I can like leap to it.
Definitely, it's just a pop fly.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I don't even
between
need to jump.
first and second base. Yeah, just go ahead and make an athletics acrobatics check.
I'll go for athletics,
cool.
please.
In that case, I'm dive bunning towards the second base.
Yeah.
Like already.
Of course.
Like just
Yeah,
plummet.
And my intentions are to throw it to second.
Mm-hmm.
So I follow the
Um,
ball. Roll a 14.
Copernicus is running.
I roll a 14.
14 is not high enough.
Now, are you making the DC up right now, or did you have it set beforehand?
I did have it set.
Good.
Based on the roll that Copernicus made when he did his bat. It was higher than 14.
Got it. See, so yeah, I run out and I ever so slightly overshoot the ball and it lands in front of me. So I'll bend over and try and whip it to
So-
second.
Okay.
Blake, Sonny, you're able to take second base. The aerial elemental kind of gives you some lift as you sort of glide your way there. And Copernicus,
Do I not get a chance to throw it to either base before they arrive? Because that's how this
you
can
already
works.
took
attempt
it
it on.
on.
You can attempt it
Like-
on first, because Copernicus is a bit slower.
What is Blake's speed?
It's 60 when I'm gliding.
You bitch. Yeah, I throw it to. I throw it to.
I feel like I should get 2
Copernicus.
bases for this, to be quite honest.
Then I'll throw it to third.
You're not sure that you could make it 2 bases.
No, I wouldn't actually.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like get some diagrams up and some fucking charts.
This is
and
why
shit.
I
Well,
have
you
my
can do it.
baseball diagram
Yeah.
here.
So, well, tell me what I can do then. Like, I want to
You
throw
can
it
throw
to a
it to
base.
first.
Okay.
That's basically, yeah. So you miss it, but you this is in the in-between space.
I mean, I
Just
miss catching it, but that's not when a play ends. So what
Yeah,
do I roll?
no,
What do I roll?
We will say that that's just another
All
dexterity check
athletics?
for proficiency. Athletics, yeah.
Yeah.
Just athletics. You can choose athletics, acrobatics, or arcana.
That makes sense. That's a 23 to throw it to first.
Yes, you
Get the fuck out of here, you little shit! Get out of here!
you throw it to first. Copernicus is out, but Blake manages to get to second base.
She's looking
Oh.
fucking furious. Like dead on at Strahd. If an owl could smile, it would be doing it now.
And Strahd just sort of nods his head. And up next to bat is Cedric.
So whilst that was going on, I've got my bat right, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Weapon.
Ooh.
My Channel Divinity Sacred Weapon on it, which gives me a +4 for attack rolls, and also emits a bright light for 20 feet
Fuck
and a
yeah.
dim light
Yeah.
for
So
20
this is
feet.
gonna give
Angels in the
Strahd-
outfield.
Seriously, this light is gonna give Strahd disadvantage on his throw. But he's got a super beefy modifier, so
Does Cedric's buffs affect his team? Because that's plus
Only
4 to
on
attack.
saving throws, and they have to be within 10 foot of me.
Okay, cool.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
imagining Strahd has some cool animations that happen just whenever he throws the ball. It emits a puff of bat smoke behind it, like a trail of bat.
I imagine that not for that last one, but for the first one, the ball was on fire when he threw it. You know. The
Or it
second
had
one,
a
he
scream.
rolled
It was like a
natural one.
screaming, flaming skull for a second.
Yeah. like a baseball anime.
Yeah, really ham it up.
Yeah. So Strahd, Cedric, as you step up to bat, he puts his cap backwards. He stands up.
He doesn't
He
pull the
lines.
brim down to block the light.
No.
Sorry.
He tosses the ball. Go ahead and make your roll.
Should I do athletics, or should I do just unarmed?
Whatever's
Strength.
higher.
Just do a strike and attack roll with
Because I
your
get
weapon.
Well, if you tell me
get
someone to do an
+4,
attack
so-
roll, it very much matters what weapon they're using because they all have different stats.
I guess that's fair.
Mine both use this.
Yeah,
same-
just go ahead and do the athletics or acrobatics then.
You'll have to assign a bat weapon if you want someone to make an attack
No,
roll.
Sure,
I want the
sure,
bat
sure,
weapon.
No.
There we go. And do I get a
Nice.
+4 for the for my sacred weapon? Or
Yeah,
not enough? Okay, awesome.
yeah. Is that with your +4?
No, that's without. So that'd be 30 then.
Cool. So you knock it out, and it's a home run.
Oh.
Or
Can I? Oh.
is there
okay.
anything that anyone can do?
Yes.
You can see that it is going for the over the fence.
I wanna try and leap. I wanna cast jump and fucking leap up and catch it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make your contested check.
I knew this was going to happen.
So I
Fuck.
crouch and I start
You're-
vibrating, and then I just shoot up into the air.
I'm gonna say that the DC is slightly decreased because of the way you cast your spell. So go ahead and make your roll.
What kind of roll? Just the athletics.
Athletics, yeah.
Got it.
That's what we're gonna use.
15.
Oh,
15 is still not quite enough.
it's not 26.
Because it's a contested check. So
Oh, what did he roll?
20. He rolled a 30. but
30.
It was slightly decreased because of your jump on it.
Got it. Well, I'm
even with that.
jumping for the next minute, so hopefully the
Yeah,
rest of
you
this
still
inning-
have that. But that is 2 points on the board for the raise the stakes.
What does that mean base-wise?
That means the bases are empty. Everyone, it was
Bases
a home,
are
it's a home
cleared.
run.
Oh,
Everyone,
fuck
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
home run. So Cedric
Confusing.
runs it, and you also run it.
What level is that
Nice.
spell of yours? Gives you the jump.
That's a first level spell.
Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, it's a first level spell.
Okay.
I just have a ridiculous base jump as a satyr, so it gets extra good for me when I cast that spell.
Yeah.
I think I'll save this then, actually.
Cool. And
That's we're still in the same
That's-
inning. Next up.
yeah. I know it is still the same inning. I guess that means we're back to the top. That brings us to Blake Sunny.
Wait,
You are up.
skeletons aren't gonna.
The skeletons sort of
They
pull
try.
up. But I think that if there are player characters, then they defer to them. They're sort of made in the event that the player characters fill the bases, and just in the spirit of fairness.
Got it.
Even Strahd thinks they are NPCs.
They are NPCs for sure.
Cool. Is Strahd still on pitching?
Yes, he is still pitching.
Nice. Cool. Is there anything I can do to prepare? I can't rage again. Double stacking doesn't help.
Hit the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the ball. Fucking throw it.
Yeah, cool. The
Hit.
ghosts seem to tepidly applause as you step up to bat. What would your at bat song be if you had one?
Oh my god, that's a fucking good question.
Or Blake Sunny's at bat song?
It would be some really cheesy 90s grunge. Oh, it would be the Buffy the Vampire theme song, you know?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like 100%.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so go ahead and make your skill check.
Nice. Strength athletics.
Yeah, Strahd,
fuck.
he throws a bit of a curveball in the far, well, you may not realize quite where it is, but it's in the far corner.
24?
24. Do you swing at it?
The curveball.
Yeah.
I try to hit the ball as best as I can.
Cool. So you swing and the ball goes wide, but it's a foul. You hit a foul ball out of left field.
You keep batting.
What does that mean?
It means that when you hit it, it didn't shoot into the field. It shot out of bounds. Keep batting.
Yeah. It was inbounds, but you shot it into the not in play.
Nice. All right.
Mhm.
Cool.
So yes, we're gonna have you roll again.
Just for my sake, can you describe like say Strahd pitches, and then he has to roll? Because it just sounds like he's just swinging a bat at nothing. I want to see the pitch before he swings the bat.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah, Strahd pulls his hat back to the front. This is his pitching quirk. Sort of steps up, says a little incantation, and fires the ball as if with an eldritch blast. A trail of necrotic energy.
That's a straight ball
zooms.
then. So
It
23.
seems to be a little bit of a high shot. And obviously, Blake Sunny, you know baseball well enough that you don't have to swing at it. It looks like it would be a hard one to get on, like, because it's high in the box.
if I don't have to swing for it, are there any benefits for me to like not hitting it? Like, do they have to change
you don't get an out.
Okay,
or
then
you
I
don't
don't
get
swing
a
for it.
you don't get a strike for missing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that is a ball.
Oh
Is that right?
god! Like,
cool.
Blake will watch it zoom overhead and be like, "I liked your first one better. Did you lose your nerve?" Is there like a guile
And,
check I can make to piss him off?
Strahd says, "This is where the real game happens."
Yeah, sure, bud. Throw the ball.
And he steps back and he tosses a really quick ball that seems to
Wait.
shoot. Go ahead.
The one that he didn't swing at. Theodos has to catch that. Theodos is here too.
Oh yes, you're right.
Very true.
It's a very high
Theodos.
ball, though.
Yeah. Strahd pops this ball up. I need you to make a skill check, an Arcana check. I suppose it would be for you.
Would you also like recognize what's going on? Like,
yeah, you're sort of told
I
that you
just
need to
know
try
to
and catch
catch.
these balls. Yeah.
I catch ball.
nice.
13.
So the ball just goes way over you and pops against the back fence. You're able to scrounge it up before the play goes. Sort of kill it all, cut it off. And
Nice try. Catch it next time.
Okay.
yeah, that's sort of what happens. And yeah, you toss it back to Strahd. He steps back and he shoots one, and it looks like it's going straight toward the center. Blake Sunny, do you take a swing at it?
So center is where it's legal to hit and good to hit.
Yeah, so there's like a box. That's what they refer to it as.
I roll a 25.
And you are surprised when the ball, as it's coming in, dips, and it's actually a grounder. And Theodos, you don't even have to move your glove. It just pops off of the ground right into your glove. And the holder says, "Strike!"
Blake's gonna fucking murder him. Like, this is now a kill Strahd campaign.
So I
We're gonna
believe
get
that
him.
a foul counts as a strike, right?
Let's. I honestly,
can't
we're getting.
be-
it
It's
can't be
beginning
the
to
third.
get. It's beginning to get a little too.
Yeah.
Two
This
rules.
is real baseball.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. Let's just
I
And
like
understand.
also, like,
hand wave rolls for lots of stuff. Honestly, I don't want to literally play a game of baseball in D&D.
Okay. That seems reasonable. Let us go. Blake Sunny, it is still your turn. We are still going to make this contested check. Strahd
Okay.
continues to toss it down the middle.
and is he gonna continue to just like ground it, which is apparently something that I can't like.
It was a natural 20 on the
Wow.
die.
Oh,
So it was a
Okay,
sneaky pitch. That's what it was.
Oh, that's what I call him. It's another 25.
Oof. Yeah, and he strikes you out. So that is 2 outs for the
Does it go
Raise the
directly
Stake
into
team.
my minigun?
Go ahead and just make your check. Theodos.
6.
It doesn't. No, you miss it, but
You're just
no
a
one
kid
seems
trying to be a catcher in an MLB game.
Yeah. The game is happening way too intensely for you, so yeah, that is 2 outs for one of these teams. I'm trying to think
Wait,
of
an out on a 25. Like, what happens? Like, does it
the
like teleport
you
to the
swing
ground
and you
again?
miss.
Yeah, you can swing as
no,
hard as
it
you
just-
want, but if it's not going in the box, then you're not going to hit it.
It is still in the box, but you just swing under it.
You miss.
It's a fast ball and it
Interesting.
shoots by. Sometimes in baseball you swing and you miss. Well, I'm trying to
Sure.
think of what we can do logistically to make things
I'm
go
thinking
on
just-
a bit smoother.
I don't know, a handful of just straight up contested rolls to determine whether what outcome happens.
That seems fair.
I don't want to
Um,
fuck up whatever you had planned, but the more we do this, the more tedious it's getting.
I understand. We could still. I think that we could just do it on one inning, and we'll see if the other team gets more than 2. Well, right now there's just 1 run. So if we just did 1 inning of this,
Yeah, I mean, if we
think
had like
that would
1
be
inning for
solid.
each side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a little bit more fair because we've already started the game.
Yeah.
So I don't want to cut it out.
No, I don't want to cut it out
because,
either. I want to keep playing it. I just want it to
Yeah.
move quicker.
I understand. Yeah, I'm totally okay. Strahd says fucking baseball.
Baseball sucks. Why are we playing this?
Yeah, everyone realizes simultaneously, like, actually, this is too much of this game that I'm really prepared to commit to. And it's 2 outs for the Raise the Stakes team. Blake Sunny is just gone. Copernicus is up next at bat.
I do want to
He's
swing the bat, though.
He's going to do the same thing where he freezes his bat. Strahd points it down the center, taking it slightly more seriously. Yeah, you can. It gives him an additional D4, right?
Yep. Just the first.
And he rolls a natural 20 and blasts it out to the outfield. Our outfielder Bast, you are welcome to make an attempt at it.
Oh, duh.
Nat 20.
Fuck you. That was a nat 1.
Oh.
So you jump, but it is completely ineffectual.
I twist my ankle. Fuck!
This is so weird.
And Copernicus is kind of swinging his bat, and he drops it and takes his run. Yeah. Cool.
Blake is
never
holding
played
her
this
head
sport
in
before.
her hands at seeing this happen. Like, fucking... Oh my god.
I turn to one of the skeletons on the outfield with me, and I fucking charge up to him and take my glove off and fucking throw it on the ground in front of him. I'm just like in this skeleton's face, like just pointing and incoherently screaming at him.
The skeleton's just like, and it's pointing out, it's pointing up.
I can visualize this.
Bast with just like just a baseball vest on and some of the baseball pants and the cap turned backwards. Throw my cap and glove off and
Pointing at his bony face.
Oh Jesus, I can so imagine this. Yeah. So up next, it is Cedric at bat.
How long has it been, by the way, since I last batted? What's the time?
The time has probably been a couple of minutes.
I think the better question for your sake, Joe, would have been, is this effect I have on still active?
Do I still have this effect? Do I still have my sacred weapon? Because it doesn't. It's just 1 minute, so I'm guessing
I'm going to
no.
say no.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bless
appreciate the
on myself.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm ready.
Cool. Yeah, Strahd pulls back. He sort of stares through his eyes at you. And he sort of imagines in his head, this is the part where Theodos is supposed to do some like symbols and shit with his hands, but that poor kid. And he shakes his head once, and he tosses it. Jesus, another really slow one right down the middle. He rolls another natural 1. Cedric, go ahead and make your check.
Because it was never really in line.
And then
with
plus
what the sport
4
is
is maths.
Collisions kind of were this weird
27.
macho thing. The trainer
7.
is just ragdolling Luke
And that's
trying to find
another
a spot
homer.
for him to get into.
Poof.
And they can't seem to
Crack.
figure it out. Finally, they wanna stop
Bast,
him.
you are
All
welcome
right,
to try and
that's
pull it out of the air.
Yep.
27.
In a row. Oh, that's not the right number. I hate this game.
What? Bastard
Yes,
Blake are
Strahd
having the
seems
same
getting
performance issues
Their
now.
ass kicked. It is now 4-0.
That's good.
Cedric,
Pretty sad scene, pretty wild scene.
yeah, you run the
Knocked him out pretty
bases.
good.
You're able to take it around.
Riznik's shook him up.
The skeletons
Dude
kind of
doesn't
pop
really
up
know
at this
just what
point
just happened. Takes
with
a
their
knee
bats,
there. Pinches
they
by
look
his
out
side
to you,
view, he's like,
Blake
"Man,"
Sunny,
Scott's like,
and sort of
"Holy
like, hmm,
shit.
hmm.
Fuck no.
I
Blake's gonna
remember
snatch
this
that
was
shit.
normal, but this is not
Cool.
normal
So you
She's
step
getting
up next.
frustrated.
Mariza's
Like,
saying, I thought he was
I
Yeah.
rolled
on
like
the other
two
side,
25s. In
more
her
on
mind,
that
she's playing
later.
perfectly.
Finally
She doesn't
gets up,
understand
Lucroy
what's
gets
going
in the
wrong.
cart, and
She
Blake
Mariza's
wants
Sunny
to.
clapping
is
for him. He doesn't know
on
what to do.
tilt.
He wants to go talk
Yeah.
to him, but
She's
no,
raging.
Like, concussed out
Now
of his
we're in
brain right now.
character.
His elbow scraped
Now
up.
there's a
Goes
real
over, gives him some
rage.
pats. Lucroy
Yes.
doesn't even notice.
Her pupils
so-
are like fucking
Walks away.
dilated to shit.
Lucroy's
Like,
getting carted away. His nose
So
is
Strahd's
bloodstained,
just sort of
the
like
back of his
explicit,
head.
and
He's banging
he
I made you out, though,
sort of
right?
looks at you,
Like,
Blake
I don't
Sunny,
know.
and
Yeah,
he
man,
just
we have to
points
figure that out.
down.
Here's what Marz
mm-hmm.
And
As a David, I don't know what that means.
Blake Sunny might not know what that means. Well, no, Blake Sunny, knowing baseball, would know that he's signaling that he's going to do another grounder.
tweeted.
You know what?
Through
No,
my eyes,
I'm
I
gonna
thought the
reverse
play was
signal.
going to
I
end
have
up
the
on
air
the
elemental
outside of the
still out,
plate.
right?
I made a split-second decision at full speed
I
to slide
guess
head first
so.
on the
Yeah, it lasts
inside
for
part of the plate.
I mean,
That
it lasts for a
decision got
while.
another
It's like
player
an
hurt,
hour
10
at
minutes,
least.
an hour. Yeah, I think it would be an hour.
Lucroy.
So the ball is
without
going where I
collisions
fucking
now,
want it.
a lot of times the catcher catches this ball and immediately drops to his left to place the tag because the runners go over there to avoid
me
the
see.
collision and make like
That'll just be
fun
like
slide.
the air
Resnick
elemental trying to
thought that
also
was gonna be the
interfere
case,
while
so
I
tried to
whack
get
it
cheeky,
with whatever
does
trickery
this little
Strahd's got.
stutter step and drops to the other
Okay.
side, but
Strahd is
Lucroy
going
stays
to
up the
do
line.
exactly what he
A lot of
says
people
and
think it's
try and
intentional.
toss the ball
Says it's
straight
not.
down toward
Their
the
heads
ground. But
collide. Imagine
because
if
of your
Lucroy
air
wore the
elemental,
hockey
it gets a
helmet
little bit of a
style
lift
mask,
underneath it, and
he
it
would've
doesn't
taken that
quite
off.
hit as a
Fully-
grounder. Go ahead and make your strike.
Would it be a valid strike? Like, is it legal? Oh, fuck this game. I roll a 12. I bunt it. I just bunt
Yeah,
it.
you bunt it, and it starts sort of bouncing right towards Strahd. He begins running up toward it. You, I assume, begin running toward the base.
I am busting my ass to get towards the base. Like, what do I roll for this?
Go ahead and make another athletics check. And we'll say that he tosses the ball, but he tosses it with authority, and he doesn't even like. He sort of runs up to it, grabs it while still on the ground, tosses it to the skeleton.
Just a
What do you-
24?
24 is not enough. The skeleton catches the ball clearly before you are
Can I
able
find-
to
Shit.
make it to the base, and the beholder says, "Out!"
Justin Turner's gonna laugh with his friends.
That's the end of the inning.
I'm muting
If you
myself.
keep going,
I'm
I'll
gonna start
disintegrate
fucking
you.
Swearing. Blake like is pulled off by skeletons as she throws the bat down and starts walking towards the beholder like angrily. Like,
Yeah, it's like a real scene.
And
of-
I'm standing in the outfield with my arms crossed, chewing my bubble gum, just staring and watching.
This is the most
oh,
real
go
baseball
jump off a
thing
cliff!
that's ever happened to me. All of
That's so
the
freaking nice.
ghosts in the stands are cheering and very enthused. They're enjoying the game quite a bit.
Yeah, I gather up the skeletons and I get them all in for a huddle. All right. We're at bat, boys. Lady Bones. Let's fuck their shit up.
They all clack 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 clack.
Theodis. Let's
I,
hope you're better at batting than you are at catching.
I say I've got an idea, and as a ritual, I cast raised telepathic bond. So now we all can communicate without using words to each other. It affects 8 creatures. So I will make sure to affect.
Well, we could have used,
Strahd.
honestly, that would have helped us more when we were all on the field. But now there's only one of us on the field at a time. So, like,
you say this in your mind, though, Bast.
yeah, I say that in my mind. I'm like, great idea, kid, is what I say out loud.
It's a ritual, so I can keep casting it too.
Well, no.
Yeah.
What ritual means is you can spend 10 minutes to cast
Takes a
it
little bit of
without
time.
using a spell slot.
And it's only there are only like
Ah.
2 or 3 minutes allotted for the field change.
It's an hour-long spell, to be fair.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
That's true, that's
who
true,
is
that's true,
taking
that's
what position? Blake, Sunny, did you say you were going to be the outfielder?
me and my
Now
air
that you
elemental
have-
can be outfielder. I feel like we've
Okay.
got high mobility
Okay.
and high vertical mobility, which is important.
Yeah. Let me just see. The
Air
air
elemental's
elemental.
90.
You can see that the
Or
kind of
60.
heavy whirlwind energy that it had has been dissipated from it. Like it hasn't recharged its ability to
Gonna
shoot
request
up
Justin. So
whirlwinds.
Justin-
It just has its
Justin
regular
says,
elemental
"Do not
abilities,
talk to him. Don't
which is
tell him
still
anything."
something. It can still
Capper
fly.
says, "But did I tell you
Exactly.
that
It just needs to be able to push me
knows
up. Like, I just need
that
some wind
everybody in
beneath
the
my wings.
dugout?
Yeah.
And you
Quite
know
literally.
damn well that you should not have thrown
Cedric
him
would be a
guess-
great pitcher with
Yeah, I
um,
guess I'm
I'm
pitcher.
had to throw him out. He's
Yeah.
Sacred
coming
Ball.
inside. He's gonna keep
And
going.
Copernicus
Can't have that.
says,
can't
"I
cast-
think I'm gonna be like the kid
Has more to
Theodis and
say. Kepler does a double
gonna
take look around. He's the
sit in the
best
catcher
in the league
spot
at
and
double
hope."
take look
And
around. Kepler's
Blake's gonna
pretty
grab
skilled.
his
He
head
actually
and go,
does
"You're gonna
something
be
that
better than
cracks
him.
me up.
Don't even
And
look
he's
at
like,
him.
well,
He's
there's
beneath
not-
you. We're winning, okay?"
Cool. And Strahd turns to Bast and he says, "You should go at bat first."
You got it, boss.
Fuck him up. Her up.
Like I've got like 5 bats in my hands before I get up to base, and I'm like swinging them.
Cedric,
Is-
now
is
you're
Strahd-
chewing gum. You're not sure
Yeah.
where it came from.
Is Strahd not annoyed at me for the trick I pulled on the light?
Oh, Strahd, it's Sigil rules. It's not
Ah,
like
okay.
you
He
broke
doesn't
the
mind.
rules.
Fair enough, fair enough.
He said it was going to be a fair game. And so far it has been, to be fair.
Yeah.
Mm,
Vaguely.
Let's see what we can pull out. Alright. So it's me, right?
Mm-hmm. And
this
if
first-
you, I guess that just logistically, you understand that in baseball there's like a box. Go ahead and just try and tell me where you want to kind of aim roughly,
Okay.
and your roll will determine how successful you are in doing that. With Strahd,
Okay.
because it was me, everything was streamlined, but that was basically the way that I did it. Here's where he wants to throw in relation to it,
Okay.
and the roll is how successful you are.
Okay, so what would be my options to when I'm throwing them?
I
So
mean,
you can like throw it straight down the middle, like
Yeah.
really fast, and hope that I can't swing quick enough. You could try like curving it, making it more difficult to hit. You could make it seem like curveballs typically they seem like they're gonna go into the proper box that you can hit within, but usually they curve out of it just at the last minute, making the swing that the batter takes a strike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what Strahd did earlier. He rolled a natural 20 on his curveball, so it looked like it was shooting straight, but it actually curved out, making the person swing. Obviously, that leads
mad.
to a strike.
It's not until I'm playing fantasy baseball with people from the UK that I realize that I know a lot more about baseball than I thought I did.
Like, also,
All I know
British
is Wii
people are like,
Sports, that's it.
yeah, we lose sports. Like, fucking, why did I decide to pick the sporty character? Fuck's sake.
Yeah, this was your idea, Blake Sonny. You
I
shouldn't.
know.
And your team did pretty well, to be
It
fair.
wasn't my idea. I was kind of worried that it was my idea that we were doing this.
No, it wasn't your idea.
Good.
It's a
Okay.
limey.
I'm gonna go for that straight down the middle. I'm gonna
Cool.
as fast and hard as I can.
Yeah. So just you two make a contested.
I'd like to
checks, if you
cast
would.
Booming Blade on my bat.
Oh,
Awesome.
Can I stop this with a different spell of my own? Can I use the spell magic?
Yeah.
That's a whole bunch of
well-
actions happening at once.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you could as a pitcher in the
'cause
scenario.
Your hands
Yeah,
are
okay.
actively.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right as you pull back, I flick my bat and it gets encased in this glowing energy, and I just kind of let out a shit-eating grin as you let go of the ball. So
just athletics.
yeah, athletics check with my booming blade. I don't know what this is gonna do. It's up to you, Derek. It's a cantrip. It technically encases the person or thing that I hit in energy that explodes when it moves. So
Yeah.
in my head, like as soon as it leaves my bat, something's gonna happen. Hopefully, I'm thinking it's gonna launch it.
And then and the ball is shot.
I rolled a 23 versus his
20.
20.
Yeah, so with the addition of the booming blade, your ball just begins. It doesn't even begin coming down.
Oh, I'm
as
not looking at it. I'm running.
It trajects toward the sky, basically. Blake, Sonny, you see this, and there's just a massive. You think that you would have to jump
rocket.
over the fence if you wanted to even attempt to catch it.
I'm already hovering on my air elemental's like cushion of wind.
Yeah,
using it to catch my
but
wings. So I'm just gonna get it.
With that, it's still too high for you to be able to hover and get it without going over the fence. You can see that it's headed past the outfield.
Wait, so that was a
pretty
home
significantly. It is a home run. Yes,
It's gonna be if
Was
you
it
don't do something
three
about
above?
it.
because of the
Okay.
booming blade, the snap of it.
Well, I guess okay, so I need to go over the fence for it, right?
Yes.
I do that.
How?
Yeah.
I get the shit.
Your elemental gets you just barely over the fence, which isn't very tall. And if you could make your athletics check or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, that's cool. Because it is Dex and I have danger sense, so this is big.
But the roll is going to be a little bit harder because of the difficult terrain that you're running through.
Fuck, I'm flying. 19 though.
As I just
Yeah,
work my way around the bases.
You still don't get there in time, and yeah, you make it around. It is a real home run, Bass.
Let's go! Run!
And Strahd nods and says, "I told you."
You should have put me up after you had the bases loaded, but that we could do that next time.
Oh yes. And Strahd has a black bat. He sort of twirls around.
Oh, I
Steps up.
meant to mention that I imagine that I had Strahd like temporary turn one of my Batorian green steel blades into like a Batorian green steel bat.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, we can say that happens.
That or I'm just gonna use my sword as a bat and hit the flat side.
Yeah, so Strahd is there, Cedric, looking dead in your eyes, as if to
Okay.
penetrate your soul.
I'm gonna look straight back at him. I'm gonna give him a little wink and try and intimidate him.
Make
like-
a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Intimidating Strahd with a wink. That he like invented that play.
26.
You feel him attempt to assert control over your mind when you make this eye contact, but you're too strong for it. But you can
Oh,
can
I
hear
can't be
in
charmed
your
anyway.
head him basically say, "Really, really."
I can't be charmed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
So it's like a
Okay.
mutual standoff. Yeah.
Okay, so he's not intimidated in any way.
It's a real, yeah, this is another super authentic baseball moment where you're each trying to do your little
It's got
mind ploy.
it's the anime lightning between your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So I could do something else.
How do you attempt to toss it? Also, interesting rule of baseball that obviously happened earlier. If you throw the ball and you hit the person who is at bat, then they automatically go to the first base. It's one of those weird random rules. Sometimes
Okay.
they do that.
Well,
I'm
that's
not saying that
funny
you
should-
should.
I'm gonna do exactly that.
Mm.
I'm gonna just aim for like.
Well, there's no benefit to you by doing that.
Yeah,
Well, he's
there
gonna hit it
isn't.
anyway,
There
right?
is,
He's gonna
because he's going to get a
probably hit
home
it
run
anyway.
otherwise. Like,
I
Exactly.
mean,
Okay, I see.
if you're
And
worried
otherwise
about
it's up
him
to
getting a
you.
home run, yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
he outrolled me, and I rolled like 25 consistently. So like, he's getting a home run. Let's be real. His stats are like plus.
I'm gonna use
He's got a crazy
bless
modifier.
on myself
Yeah.
as well. Second level, because I don't have any first level. So yeah, second level bless on
Does it-
myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I? Oh, I can actually. Oh, I can actually use it on other people as well. So I guess I'll cast it on
Oh yeah, bless you. Pick 3 people.
three
Bless.
people. I'll use it on Copernicus, me, and Blake.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Okay.
And you're gonna attempt to hit Strahd, yes?
Yeah, square in the stomach.
Shit.
Go ahead and make your athletics check. Strahd rolls a natural 20 on his save, and he just deftly dodges out of the way of it, and it's a ball.
Right now, Bast is leading a group of skeletons as a male cheerleader. He's got the skirt and everying. Got
Yeah.
black and red pom poms.
For some reason, Strahd also conjured these things.
What?
Like the
Strahd,
welcome
why
to
did you
the Black
give him
Parade.
these?
They know.
When I was.
What was the name of the male cheerleader squad thing in high school, Travis? Do you remember what they were called?
I know what you're talking about. I do not.
Oh, it's not the
No.
color guard?
No,
guard?
color guard is
No.
the girls who spin the batons and the ribbons.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, there were dude cheerleaders there.
So did Strahd hit the ball?
He dodged out of the way of the ball, which was way out of the box, so it was a I think it's called a ball.
Yep.
So Cedric, it is still yours to throw.
Come on, Cedric.
I think I'm
Strahd
gonna do the same
stares you
thing
down.
again. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
look him
attempt
straight in the eye and do the same thing again. Yeah,
All right, that's
try and hit
cool.
him. Maybe a bit higher this time, maybe in his chest.
Yeah.
So it's 24 I got.
24?
Yeah, because I got plus
Um,
4 from the.
Yeah, you hit him in the chest. Strahd swings for it, but it smacks him on the arms.
Any damage?
You see me in your periphery, Cedric, barreling towards you.
It doesn't look like it does him any damage. And Strahd stops you, Bass, and says, "Hey,
Hey, well, come on,
it is
boss.
it's just part of the game."
Oh my god, the fucking like skeletons are chanting synth towards Bath while they're talking to fucking
Oh, I will go kill those skeletons. I go over and I start fighting those skeletons.
They are NPCs, it's fine, they all die.
Yeah, they
But Blake masterminds this from above.
cool. So Strahd is at first base. That brings us back to, I believe,
Theodos.
Theodos is next.
Right. I'll show you guys how to bat.
Yaha.
Cedric, Kid Theodos steps up to bat.
Make it.
Put my bat up to the air.
His helmet's
like I'm
way
gonna
too
go
big.
hit a home.
Don't aim
Make
low for him.
a perception check, Cedric.
What would that be? Just normal perception, yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Nat 20. That's 21.
So you instinctively look over your shoulder and you can see Strahd sort of take a wide step away from first base. But when he sees you looking, he takes another wide step back closer to it. You think that he's teasing stealing first, but you're able to sense it.
But he gives you that major look.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna call over him today. No funny business here. Yeah, I'm just gonna wind up for a throw, just above Theodos's head. I want to try and get it like so it skims off the top of his head because he's short, you know. It's
Okay.
Copernicus, but his little glove is probably like standing.
That would be a ball.
That
Yeah,
would
that's
be.
the foul.
It would be out of
so it'd be,
the.
yeah,
strike
it'd be out
zone.
of his.
You need to get
Yeah.
into a strike zone, so like
Yeah.
over his shoulder.
You could do it high within the zone. You could
Yeah,
aim
I'll
it
do it
at
high.
the top
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
high.
Yeah,
I'll do it high.
that makes sense. Okay, go
So
ahead
this-
and yeah, make your roll.
Okay. Oof.
Oof.
Wait, that's
No.
11.
You underhand
13.
you underhand throw a very soft ball towards him.
It hits
Yeah.
right through the center of yeah, the strike zone. But Theodis, you aim high.
Swing and miss.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Strike.
That's a strike.
And now it looks like we're actually playing t-ball. Jesus Christ!
I spin my helmet back into place since it's so big.
Copernicus manages to catch. He rolls exactly an 11 and catch this one and tosses it back to you, Cedric. Hey, I'm already a little bit better than you were, Theodis. Haha.
No.
Hey, fuck you.
Hey, yeah, fuck you. You think you're your friend or something like that? You can't talk to us like that. We don't know you.
So Copernicus gets the plus. Does he get the +4 for catching or not with Bless? What's that?
I think so.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
a +4. It's plus a D4.
It's a plus a
Yeah,
D4,
D4.
yeah.
Shit. Oh, I could have used that before. Fuck. Oh well.
I should have
It's
cast it
fine.
before. That's my bad.
No,
Right.
it's my memory too. I just forgot to use it before.
Cool. So that
You're-
brings us back to Bast.
No, it's
Do you want to have to
it's still
Theodis?
Theodis.
Right? Still Theodis.
Theodis is still
Oh
standing
shit!
right there.
No, you're right. Theodis just had a strike. I'm so sorry. Theodis, you're still at bat.
Roll.
I'm doing
Roll
it
the throw.
again.
What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit lower this time because he's thinking I'm gonna go. I did low like to trick him, you know. I did that on purpose, right? So I'm gonna do the same thing again.
So
And
you're
go
gonna
low.
go low, but within the
Lower.
box.
Yeah, of course.
Mind games of this child.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
A natural 1. So yeah, Theodis, you get a really good strike on it.
See what you roll. Oh, 17. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, it begins. It's another pop fly, sort of towards the center backfield.
Run! Kid, run! Go! Run to the base, kid! Go! Go! Go!
Yeah.
Run!
I'm still holding the
Run!
bat. I'm running.
Drop the bat! Drop the bat
Yeah.
and run! Drop the bat and run! Drop the bat! Go! Theodis!
I'm
run!
holding it above my head. I hear him say that. I drop it, and I still keep running.
I'm just going full T-ball, dad.
Yeah, seriously. Blake Sunny, I suppose you're our outfielder.
Yes, I am. So I'm rolling athletics to check, right? But
Yes,
I'm
and you can see a
restarting my
skeleton has sort of also begun running into that space. What do you do?
With regards to the skeleton,
What do
I
you do?
roll a 27, so I run through the skeleton.
You shatter
Couldn't
it.
do more.
Burst through the skeleton as they'll collide in midair.
Wait,
Um,
I'm flying anyway, so I'm gonna intercept
so
it before he even like
You're going to
has
be
a chance to catch
gliding
it.
into the same space. Given your timing,
I've rolled 10 above what Theodis has.
yeah, it's
Like,
true.
within-
You are able to
within-
catch the ball before Theodis makes it to the base, and that's the second strike.
Nice. So do I have to? Oh, does that out Strahd?
Or no, that's the second out. I'm sorry.
Let's feed us out, right? Or
Yeah, that's Theodis out.
Cool. Does Strahd make it another base, or does he?
Oh goodness, let me check.
I don't know how the rules work.
Yes, you're right. Strahd does make it to the second base.
Shit.
okay. This is better than him getting to all the way around and getting that strike. I
He
played that.
just misses me trying to out him, and I'm like, you're close.
Yeah. Even with your high roll and his not as high roll, you aren't able to execute the play.
Yeah. That's still, swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, almost a double play.
So who's
Strahd,
up next?
next is Bast. Strahd says, "This is it. We need this Bast."
Can I cast my Dispel Magic on Vast Sword now? Is it still got the cantrip on it? Can
I can. It's a cantrip. I'll just cast it again.
Okay.
You can just cast it again.
I won't do this. I won't do that. Can I just cast it on Vast though? Just to get rid of like his jump spell or
I don't have that active
He
anymore.
doesn't need that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
damn. I just want to neuter him. Stop his movement.
You
It's
can just do
gonna
it to
be-
insult him, like a mind game.
Yeah.
I'm going to yeah, no, I'm gonna stand there at bat, just waiting.
Cool. Yeah. Cedric.
Here comes. Right. Actually. Ooh.
What kind of throw are you making?
What level? Okay. I think I will do this. I'm gonna cast magic weapon on the. Can I do that on the ball? It's a non-magical weapon.
For the sake of our purposes,
It's a weapon
we'll
if you're trying to hit me with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I'm trying to hit you with it.
You don't have to hit him with it to get the modifier. It's okay.
Okay. It just gives me a +1 to my bonus attack rolls.
Yeah.
So,
Your damage, theoretically.
Yep. There you go.
If you hit any of the ghosts in the crowd.
So, and then I've got to roll for 26. Then I've got to roll for what's it? Like less.
Yeah, and what kind of throw do you want to make?
Oh, just I want to say straight down the middle am.
Cool.
Not
just
am.
a
I want to get
fastball. Yeah.
So
and
it's coming real fast, and it
you can
catches
see it.
and it catches
28.
me. Yeah. Oh fuck.
Fuck me, that's mad.
Yeah, it's really bad. It catches me by surprise. I'm gonna attempt to cast Lightning Lure on the ball to make that number lower, if possible, by like pulling the ball towards my bat.
Okay.
So when it gets within 15 feet of me,
it's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. When it gets within 15 feet of me, it says the target must succeed on a strength save or be pulled 10 feet straight in a line towards me.
I'm going to say that just happens.
So do you think that is going to make that 28 DC come down a little bit?
What's the damage for this spell?
It does a D8 lightning damage. Actually, it does 2d8 lightning damage.
Cool. Then yes, I'm going to say it's decreased by 9, and you can make your check. So that's 28, which is 19 will be the DC.
Let's go!
So you crack this ball.
So like,
and
it almost magnetizes towards my bat as I'm swinging it.
And this is sort of a lower one. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it might go in the direction. This is going toward third base. So one of the skeletons. It's out of Blake Sunny's immediate purview.
Oh, shit.
And it's a lower flying ball. Yes.
I'm just
and
booking it.
the skeleton
and I
He's able
throw
to-
my bat. I throw it and it goes spinning through the air and like crashes and gets embedded into the wooden wall.
the skeleton isn't quite able to get to it in time to catch it before it hits the ground, but Strahd ends up at third base and you end up at first base, Bass.
I don't get enough. I don't got enough. Like the fact that he didn't catch it doesn't give me enough time to attempt to go for second. I know that would give him a chance to throw it and out me.
Yeah, so when you make it to first base, that's right about when he's catching it. It's kind of a gut call. Do you go for second?
Go for it.
What will I need to? What kind of check is that going to entail?
It's still going to be just like an athletics check.
Let's go.
Cool. Make that check.
Ooh!
Do you have any modifiers to that?
It's 21. That is the modifier.
Okay.
And I can't do anything about this?
You don't need to do any. Well,
I imagine that you're like the one that is gonna out me. Like the skeleton's gonna try and throw it to you, and you're gonna try and tap me with the ball. I think.
Yeah, if you want to be
Oh,
the
yeah.
one to make the contested check, Blake Sunny, you can assert yourself in the.
I mean, I don't know if
because
the
where
check's already been made or not.
your position in the field would be closest if you wanted to assert over the skeletons.
Does it
and jump
look like
into
it'll
the
be a good
situation.
idea?
You just gotta beat a 21.
You think that the skeletons are in good position, but it's one of those like, what do you do
Right now.
gut call?
Do you stop me or no?
Do you jump into the
Yes
play?
or
I want
no?
to do the fun thing because, like, let's do the fun thing. You know?
Yeah.
Like, this is a
Yeah, of
baseball
course.
episode. I will go for the athletics check. Here we go. Even though my
You
rolls have
get,
been
you get a
fucking
plus
garbage.
1d4.
Oh, plus 1d4. I'm gonna need
Yeah,
that.
plus. Yeah. So I think
Oh, here we
I
go.
imagine.
22,
Bitch.
23. Wait,
23
23. That
is
beats.
also what the skeleton got. So
Oh.
yes, the two of you come together and you're able to.
Can Strahd
Both.
steal home while I'm distracting like this?
Oh,
You are pushing. Like,
No, I'm playing baseball, bitch.
You're right.
That's
Strahd,
Sorry, I wrote the
Begins-
rules.
Strahd begins to run for home. Yeah, he attempts to do that, and I need you to make another check, Blake Sunny,
nice.
in
Ah, not
conjunction
bad.
with
Ah.
Copernicus.
Ah.
Okay,
Plus
I got a
1d4.
20
God damn.
plus d6
26
plus
plus.
plus a d4. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
Oof.
d4.
So that's 29.
Oof.
Strahd. Do I get to out him personally? After all the
So,
bullshit he pulled on me?
This is a really messy play. Strahd comes in, you throw this ball right at Copernicus. It hits him in the glove. At the same time, Strahd tackles him, and the ball knocks out of his hand, and
Oh.
he gets the run.
Wait, what?
He gets the point.
So what did he roll?
Wait,
like, not being
you're
rude,
telling me he
but what
ran
the
into
fuck?
Copernicus while Copernicus was holding the ball?
While
he beat a
he
29? Like,
Then he's out, isn't
no,
he?
Copernicus rolled very low to catch it. And Strahd
Oh, so he fumbled the ball.
fumbled the catch. Yeah.
I thought you
is
said it
what
was like in his grab when Strahd tackled him, because I think that would have
That's
technically
just
been
the
an
way
out.
that it looked
Got it.
logistically. Yeah, but
So
it was
this is the point
Copernicus-
where there can be like contention between the players and the umps about the call.
yeah. But
Yeah.
the umpire says that it's a run, and is that 3 outs?
Let's say it is.
Theodus
Yeah.
and last.
That's
Right.
3 outs, as if I'm keeping track correctly, which is game.
cool.
The final score is raise the stakes for Bloody Murder 2. The Team Blake Sunny wins.
Oh, fuck. All of the skeletons are cheerleaders now. Like, we are losing our mind. This is good.
The ghosts give you a little standing ovation, and there's a triumphant organ medley played.
Fucking
over
Blake is carrying Cedric, because Cedric carried the team there. Like, fucking hell. Like, that was
And,
so good.
I will saunter up to them. Stick
Blake's
a
got a hand out
and
for
stick
for
a hand
shaking.
out. Say, I'm glad you didn't lose your sword.
It's an axe, but thank you very much. And she's gonna shake it.
I squeeze,
gonna
but
try
I
and
squeeze your
use hand
hand.
for
I
pride.
squeeze your hand too hard, and you're a barbarian, so you squeeze back.
Oh,
And we're
yeah,
just like
like-
stuck in this vice
Yeah.
grip handshake.
We're just macho posing, like fucking crazy over here.
Uh-huh. And Strahd comes up and says, well, that's not the way I imagined it, but you're a formidable opponent, Blake Sunny.
I'm sorry,
Hey.
sir. I shouldn't have gone for that second base. I blew it for us. It was my fault.
Take risks. That's what war is. And he hands
Sure,
you a
dude.
vial
Good.
with the sort of gothic figures and carved into it, and a blood red elixir.
All right,
I'm gonna,
I'm gonna
can I
shake
cough?
his
I'm gonna,
hand.
I'm gonna cough. Can I go, you know, and look
You
at
want it?
No. What's his
He
Strahd?
stares. He just casts daggers at you.
I stand between them. I say, now, sir. Cedric.
Don't
Um,
taunt
uh,
me, Paladin. Just because the
So what do
King
I-
of the
what do I-
Crossroads has tasked that I don't kill you doesn't mean I can't prepare
Now,
unthinkable tortures.
I believe that I've heard more honorable things about how you approach games of sport and competition. I think we can all agree that that was a fine game of Sigil ball.
Yeah, I got your
Fair
biography.
sports ball. Yes, I am
Anyway.
sporting.
She's gonna try and shake his hand and like see if he goes for it.
He does. He shakes your
Nice.
hand. in return.
Cold, icy touch.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
a death touch.
I
That's very
demand a
cool.
recount.
And Blake's gonna be like, I hope you don't see this as an insult, but and she's gonna take that vial and just smash it on the ground. Like she doesn't want any part of that shit.
You can see that he's a bit taken aback, but he nods his head and says, "Perhaps I've underestimated you, Blake, Sonny."
You haven't.
I
If I
give-
was smart, I would have taken that to my family.
I give Theodis a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
I want to go to Pizza Hut after this.
Oh, we'll get you a pizza. Don't you worry. You did very
Strahd
good out there.
says,
I demand
Well,
a
hey,
recount.
what were we doing before we started playing baseball?
I remember.
he says,
We're asking.
"We just
He's
must-
asking the real questions.
Huh.
we are passing our time. I can't bring the mists to ensure our safe travels until tomorrow."
Oh,
That's
that's
right.
right. We just
Oh.
had some
Gather my
time to
energy.
kill.
Yes.
Well, let's get fucked up because we still got another hour or two.
I pulled the wine bottle that I had attached to my hip. You mean what I'm already doing?
Nobody lost the game.
I miss being on side with you, and she's gonna fucking take a swig.
Yeah, and Strahd kind of snaps his fingers, and sort of unseen servants begin carrying decadent trays of various snackery goblets of wine. And you can see from the ground around all of you almost what look like shadow figures sort of begin a debauched revelry.
Nice. Oh my god. Fuck. There would probably be pictures of like similar things, like what the evil Strahd is doing, like diagrams for the Sunny family. So she's living it now. Like
Yeah, you've probably seen some of these
Dancing in their
scenes your
dark orgy
studies.
circles.
Yeah.
right, drinking blood out of like skull goblets.
And I'm
And
like,
Blake's
right.
just watching it happen. Like,
which literally happened last session. Like,
Yeah.
I put a little blood in the wine.
nice.
Cedric feels extremely uncomfortable during all of this.
Cedric, we're gonna have to work out your prejudices, bud.
There's
Cedric.
like pan flute music in the background.
Drinking contest, Cedric. We need to get our honor back. Let's go.
What do you mean your honor back? You won. Fuck off.
That's a good point. Drinking contest anyway.
Speaking of which, and I just start going to town on the skeletons, like swinging my swords through them.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a party. Yeah.
They put basically no noteworthy resistance up.
Fight me!
It's like beating up crash test dummies.
Aww. Cool. So we just drink and fight, I guess, until like the morning comes and he can cast mists.
Yeah.
We need to roll.
That was a
No, this is your long rest, and you are able to take it and wake up in the morrow.
That was.
I was on my last rage, so I'm really glad. Oh fuck.
Sorry.
What were you gonna say, Keaton?
I was just saying that was a fun filler episode.
Yeah, we're not quite
was.
out of the woods yet. We're gonna get to where the next scene will be. So in the morning, all of you wake up. Strahd unpacks his unpacks his capsule, I suppose, and returns his tent to the little pill form. And he invites all of you back onto his ship, which I believe was called the Irina,
Cool. Oh wow.
the SS Irina.
Yeah.
Sad. Cool.
And you can see a
creepy.
melancholy countenance take him over as he waves out his hands, and some very, very heavy mists begin to sort of steam out of the boat and almost conjure themselves over the water naturally. And as Strahd begins to set the sail, and the boat slowly ekes through, you're all able to notice a change in the mast, almost as if there's sort of magical designs that are carved into it that weren't quite there previously. And something in Strahd appears to change too. His face takes on a more melancholy countenance. Dark bags appear underneath his eyes, and you can see the color slowly begin to drain. What color was in his face?
Oh no, his vacation's ending.
And
He's turning sepia.
This is more like what normal Strahd is.
Oh.
Not our filler episode, Strahd.
And as the group of you are sort of making your way through the sea, Strahd slowly begins to age and seemingly decompose before your eyes. And after about 45 minutes of traveling along the water, he looks his head up and he says, "What? What is this? No." And all of a sudden, there's a crash into the side of the ship. And from underneath the depths, a number of large tentacles burst out of the water and begin enwrapping themselves over your vessel. And that is where we're going to stop.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I love krakens. I can't wait to fight one.
Oh boy.
That was a
Yes.
really fun episode. Like holy
That
shit.
was a really interesting little,
So we now
side
have a
side
lot of
game.
allegations
Yeah.
I
and
definitely
confirmation
could see
that
how
the
6
Astro-
innings of that would be too much, but 1 inning, just enough.
Yeah,
It was
one
just
for each
Yeah.
of us was
Yeah.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was perfect. Took their
And it was another
perfect amount
like
of time.
really interesting kind of like what are the logistics?
This
How
kid
can we
made himself
do
the talk of college
combats
baseball
or something
when
like
in the bottom
combat,
of the seventh,
not
his
in an
teammates
initiative order?
Take the
I think
lead
it's really
back because he did a
interesting.
lot of run, and there that error allows.
Yeah, and like, how do these combat powers like translate and stuff? Because like, I was pushing it a lot with like the air spirit and stuff. Like, I hope I didn't seem too cheeky, but like, fucking,
Well,
I just
yeah.
thought you could have so much baseball power with that.
Yeah, I
Baseball has the
didn't
drama that we all
give it
wanted to see
more
unfold.
influence on the game than I thought was necessary.
Real quick, I want to show you guys a video from this YouTube channel called Jom Boy Media, and he mostly does baseball and other sports breakdowns, but he does them really entertainingly. Like I don't care about baseball. I do not watch baseball. I don't watch any sports, but I love watching this guy's videos.
Okay.
Hold
I
on.
really do feel like a lot of real baseball stuff happened today, which
No,
is
like
funny.
you know,
Like,
so much of what was happening was reminding me of these like breakdown videos that he does.
Random pop flies and foul balls
here,
and grounders. And this was the extent of my baseball knowledge.
come
what
into
happened.
this SciTube link that I just posted.
Come in.
I'll just
I
grab-
was
I
thinking,
gotta
like,
get off, guys.
All right, later, Travis.
Yeah, thank you
Get
so
some
much
rest.
for joining us,
This was
Travis. I
fun.
so appreciate it.
Get some rest, bud.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll try and get us back on regular schedule next week.
All good.
Hey, not to worry.
well, have a
All
good one.
right, my dudes. Y'all have a
All
good
right.
one.
Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
Wait, Sailor Socially.
And is that probably a good place to stop the recording?
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you
Bye.
all for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.